The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air. It's Matthews. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it along the sideline. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves it with 3rd and 3.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback keeps it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
It's a draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
and the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Matthews. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's a great job getting the 1st down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the 1st round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Out of the backfield, he's open. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line
offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Dropping back, it's Morton. He's got an open man. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Makes the grab. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Tries to do it himself on the draw. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. To the air, it's Matthews. Here's a heat. Looking to buy time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Quarterback now has to make sure these guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 1 over Utah. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They're going back to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Matthews. Grab near the marker, it's Wade. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. Receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out quickly. Ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And a great play design here in this type of situation, obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping it.
Wants to throw. It's Matthews. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It is perfect. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Back to pass, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The inside handoff. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that throw.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll try the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Floats it out in space. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving a ball out of the backfield.
Caught over the middle. It's Bridges. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Safe completion on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Looking for a man, it's Matthews. Scrambling away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. caught. Good run and a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, NC State.
It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Morton. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Bridges. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Matthews. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Time to take a shot. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Gets it out fast. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Give to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they go back on top. Now let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Works the middle of the field. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this.
Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll give it to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, NC State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Morton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He had to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll leave it with him. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the 1st down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, NC State.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To throw, it's Morton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What a show, both.